everyone. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've been on here. I apologize from the get-go. My voice is a little off. No telling why. I woke up actually and it sounded like that today, and it was even worse this morning. Actually, you would have thought I smoked the hell out of 2 packs of cigarettes. But feeling good. I know it's been a couple weeks. I've actually gotten off schedule with doing my updates. But to kind of go over what's gone on the last couple weeks, pay no mind. You gonna say hi? Say hi. No, you're just chilling, watching your show. So I started my new chemo a couple weeks ago now. It's Taxol, and I also get immunotherapy, which I know I've said a couple times before. Like immunotherapy, it not only is like a huge immune system booster, but it also helps kill the biological cancer cells. So if you have seen the commercial for Keytruda, that's the medication I get, and it's going great. I get Keytruda once every 3 weeks. I have chemo every Friday. So I've had 2 rounds of the new. I've got 10 more to go, which is crazy. 10 weeks and I'm done. 10 weeks and no more chemo. Couldn't be more excited. And it's just going by quick. I think that's the perk of having to go every Friday. But no, yeah, it's going really good. My first week of the new chemo, I felt great. It's the best actually I had felt since the beginning of any chemo. And I could say now that, of course, the worst of the chemo's over, is that I really didn't have, absolutely terrible symptoms. I could say that the worst symptom I had, which the whole point of these videos is letting everyone know what it's like, was constipation, and it was terrible. But to know that was the worst thing, that I'll take it. It still wasn't unbearable. It sucked, but, it was doable. Yeah. So let's see. In the last 2 weeks, I went and saw the plastic surgeon. Matt and I went. I was so nervous. Oh my God. My day started off so bad. It took an hour and a half to get from exit 13 to what exit?
4C.
Exit 4. Say hi. Say hello. Hello. Someone's going to bed soon. But, so it was just a terrible morning, crappy weather. Took forever to get there. We ended up being 30 minutes behind my appointment schedule, so I was just irritable from the beginning. And then I got super nervous when I got in the room. My whole body tensed up. Thought I was going to cry. I don't know why. I guess it was just I had to face the music that, I hadn't thought about it in a while, what I was going to do for reconstruction or whatnot. And it was all kind of being brought back to light. And it was a big stress. That was a big stressor for me for this whole experience so far. And so, we got a lot of good insight, a lot of good info. We found out that because I am BRCA1 positive, that my options got cut in half for reconstruction. Meaning, if I wanted to try to keep a breast and do a lumpectomy or this and that. Of course, I already knew from the get-go they had to both be removed. But it did cut my options in half. So then we were talking and we realized that no matter what I would have done for reconstruction, I would have to go in, have my double mastectomy, and then have pretty much fillers or fake boob, something like that, to temporarily hold in place until after I have radiation. Because I have to have radiation, if they would have gone in and done full boob job, they would have ended up turning to rocks because apparently radiation can be very damaging to the skin. Not that that means it would happen to me, but they don't want to take that risk. So I very much respected that they were doing that. But then, so this is what it would be, it would be surgery, put in my fake fillers, whatever they want to call them, spend 6 to 8 weeks healing, then do 6 weeks radiation, then wait 6 months before actually having reconstruction. And my whole thing is I don't want any extra surgery. I want one and done, period. I already have to have a hysterectomy when I'm 40. I don't want extra stuff. If I wanted to do implants, they said it's like buying a car. You got to replace them every 10 to 15 years. Well, I'm only 34. Like, that could easily be 2 to 3 more times. What are you laughing at?
I just wanted to see you do math real quick.
I hope you didn't hear him.
Love you.
God, I swear. One of these days, he's going to end up on a milk carton. I snorted. Anyways. So, in the end, I had always known what my decision was. And it was really sad that I let so many people's opinions affect how I felt, what I thought would be best for me, and there was lots of conversations, and I mean, as simple as like me always wanting to shave my head once. I never did it because I listened to everybody else. And I was so happy once I did it. And the amount of compliments and love I got from it, like, it was just a moment to be like, I told you so. Like, I could pull this off. I'm confident I can do this. So it goes the same for reconstruction. I'm actually not going to have reconstruction. For me, it's just, I made pros and cons list a couple times. First one was more spiteful, but the second one was just genuine, clear-headed, sit down and honestly think, like, what's the pro of having breasts for me? And I could only come up with 3 things. I mean, one was like cuter bras, choosing my size, and Matt. And of course, Matt was the only other decision that mattered to me besides my own. But, as much as he would, of course, he's a male. No offense to any men out there. He's a male. He does prefer breasts. He doesn't want that to be the only deciding factor of me having reconstruction. That's not fair. That's selfish, to think that the only reason I would do this is for him, So it's just, for me, it's the way I want to go. I'm very happy with my decision. I don't have to worry about going back for surgery at all, fingers crossed. My healing time should be cut drastically in half, which means radiation will get done sooner, which means insurance should cover it all, which is great. And yeah, I'm just, I'm really excited to get this done. So there's that. And then since the appointment, I mean, I had my second round of the new chemo, and it was a little bit tougher, not bad. I actually have to be on Benadryl, which is one of my pre-meds. They give you like 4 pre-meds before each chemo. And apparently I've never had Benadryl before. And it's not like, I get 2 pills. No, I'm getting like a vial like that full, and they're pushing it. So the first time I had it, I remember the pharmacist came over and sat down to talk to me. And out of nowhere, I just felt like just this wave come over. And I looked at the nurse and I was like, did you just give me something? She's like, oh yeah, it's Benadryl. And within like 2 minutes, I was slurring my words. I felt so drunk. Oh my God. And so that was entertaining. But I got the immunotherapy that first time, so I didn't really have any, effects afterwards, which was great. So then last Friday, my grandmother came with me, and they gave me Benadryl again, but they pushed it slower. No, I still had the same effect. I looked at my grandma, and her and the nurse laughed at me because I was slurring my words so bad. I could barely keep my eyes open. And the nurse even said, she's like, I've just never known someone to have such an effect with Benadryl like you do. Like, I mean, it full on made me feel like Matt's example is that he went to get me a milkshake actually before my first Benadryl. Excuse you. So when he came back, he said it looked like I'd been on a 6-hour bachelorette bender. I was just gone. I could barely lift my hands. It was a mess. So, but this past time, though, I actually just kind of felt like blah on that Friday night. And so we kind of came up with a conclusion that I must have had like a Benadryl hangover. So, but I tell you what, it does give me a really good nap. So it has its pros and cons big time. But other than that, this has been the best part of chemo. It's gone so smoothly. And I've been able to, I actually walked my neighborhood yesterday with my daughter. I think it kicked my butt for it, but it's just nice to know that I could do it, and take my time, and I wasn't fully out of breath. I didn't feel completely exhausted, and I've been able to be at work more, which has been nice. So my energy is lasting longer. So it's it's going to keep going up from there, I feel like. I'm definitely not losing my hair anymore. I actually have decided to let my hair grow out. Not that you could tell, I actually haven't shaved my hair in over 3 weeks. But I've noticed the difference, like especially with my eyes, because I did lose a lot of eyelashes. My eyes are not leaking anymore, which is nice. I'm not having a bunch of like eye discharge buildup that's like stuck to my face. I've noticed little hairs are coming back on my legs, so my eyebrow hairs, I've got new little hairs coming in, so I'm really excited. But yeah, it's just, everything's been really good. I hope everything's been going well with everyone. I imagine everyone is over this rain like I am. I am so sick of rain. Like, not that I have allergies, but give me pollen right now. Give me something, because this is too much. Especially for this little one. Clearly we have too much time inside. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Blow kisses. You gonna blow kiss? No? Oh, I'm sorry. The TV's more important right now. Anywho, well, I can't think of what else to... Yes? Yes?
Okay.
Oh, no. No. What? Ah, no. No.
Okay.
Mwah. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Yes, big hugs. This is all she does all day is hugs and kisses. Anywho, you gonna say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. No, she's just in her own world. Anywho, all right. Well, I will hopefully be back next week. Thank you, Caroline, for calling me out on not doing an updated video. It has been a while. Otherwise, I hope to talk to y'all soon. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.